What time you have to go? What time? Hare Krishna, I hope it has become live.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Jai Radha Madhova Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Mrudajanarandana Yashodanandana Mrudajanarandana Namo Natira Vanachari Radha Mahagova Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamunatira Vanachari Radha Mahagova Kunja Bihari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Dhire
Jayam Mudire
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtapraishu Abhadreshu
Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavata Sevaya
Tamashloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Tirabhavati Naishtiki
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki.
Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Sarvasatvatmadehaya
Sarvasatvatmadehaya
Visheshaya Sthaviyase
विशेषाय स्तवीयसे
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
या सवीयसे
विशेषाय स्तवीयसे
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
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 शेषाय स्तवीयसे
विशेषाय स्तवीयसे
स्तवीयसे
विशेषाय स्तवीयसे
त्रैलोक्यपालाय
नमस्ते लोकपालाय
त्रैलोक्यपालाय
नमस्ते लोकपालाय
पूजाबलाय च
सह ओजोबलाय च
ओजोबलाय च
सह ओजोबलाय च
सत्त्वात्मदेहाय
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
आयास्तवीयसे
विशेषाय स्तवीयसे
नम नमस्त्रैलोक्यपालाय
नमस्ते लोकपालाय
त्रैलोक्यपालाय
नमस्ते लोकपालाय
सह ओजोबलाय च
सह ओजोबलाय च
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
आयास्तवीयसे
विशेषाय स्तवीयसे
लोक्यपालाय
नमस्ते लोकपालाय
ओजोबलाय च
सह ओजोबलाय च
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
विशेषायास्तवीयसे
विशेषाय स्तवीयसे
नमस्त्रैलोक्यपालाय
नमस्ते लोकपालाय
ओजोबलाय च
सह ओजोबलाय च
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
विशेषायास्तवीयसे
विशेषाय स्तवीयसे
नमस्त्रैलोक्यपालाय
नमस्ते लोकपालाय
सह ओजोबलाय च
सह ओजोबलाय च
Let the temple devotees chant now.
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय विशेषाय सवीयसे नमस्ते त्रैलोक्यपालाय साऊजबलाय च सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय विशेषाय सवीयसे नमस्ते त्रैलोक्यपालाय साऊजबलाय च सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय विशेषाय स्तवीयसे नमस्ते त्रैलोक्यपालाय साऊजोबलाय च सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय विशेषाय स्तवीयसे नमस्ते त्रैलोक्यपालाय साऊजोबलाय च
सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय
विशेषाय
स्तवीयसे
सवीयसे
नमस्त्रैलोक्यपालाय सह ओजोबलाय च
साऊजोबलाय च सर्वसत्त्वात्मदेहाय विशेषाय समीयसे नमस्त्रैलोक्यपालाय सर्वोपकाराय
Camera goes away. Okay. Sarva, all. Sattva, existence. Atma, soul. Dehaya, unto the body. Visheshaya, diversity. Saviyase, unto the material world. Namaha, offering obeisances. Trailokya, three planetary systems. Palaya, maintainer. Saha, along with. Ojaha, prowess. Balaya, unto the strength. Cha, also. My dear Lord, you are the gigantic universal form which contains all the individual bodies of the living entity. You are the maintainer of the three worlds, and as such you maintain the mind, senses, body and the air of life within them. I therefore offer a respectful obeisance unto you. My dear Lord,
My dear
you are the
Lord,
gigantic universal form
you are the gigantic universal form
which contains all the individual bodies
which contains all the individual
of
bodies
the living entities.
of the living
You are the
entities.
maintainer of the three worlds,
You are the maintainer of the three
and
worlds,
as such,
and as
you
such,
maintain
you
the
maintain
mind,
the mind,
senses,
senses,
body, and
body,
air of life
and air of
within
life
them.
within
I
them.
therefore
I
offer
therefore
my respectful obeisances
offer my respectful obeisances
unto you.
to you.
Yes, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Purport. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. As the individual body of the living entity is composed of millions of cells, germs, and microbes, the universal body of the Supreme Lord similarly contains all the individual bodies of the living entities. Lord Shiva is offering his obeisances to the universal body, which includes all other bodies, so that everyone's body may fully engage in devotional service. Since this individual body is composed of senses, all the senses should be engaged in devotional service. For instance, the smelling instrument, the nose, can engage in smelling the flowers offered to the lotus feet of the Lord. The hands can engage in cleansing the temple of the Lord, etc. Indeed, being the life air of every living entity, the Lord is the maintainer of the three worlds. Consequently, He can induce every living entity to engage in his real life's duty with full bodily and mental strength. Thus, every living entity should serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his prana, life, artha, wealth, intelligence, and words, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.22.35. एतवाद्जन्म साफल्यं देहिनाम् इह देहिषु प्राणै अर्थैर्धिया वाचा श्रेय आचरणं सदा. Even though one may desire to engage in the service of the Lord, without sanction, one cannot do so. Lord Shiva is offering his prayers in so many different ways in order to show living entities how to engage in the devotional service of the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shundavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shiva Sati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sarva-sattva-atma dehaya
Sarvasatvatmadehaya
Visheshaya saviyase
Visheshaya staviyase
Namastrailokya palhaya
त्रैलोक्यपालाय
Vaha ojo balaya cha.
Bhava Ojo Balaya
My dear
Cha.
Lord, you are the gigantic universal form which contains all the individual bodies of the living entities. You are the maintainer of the three worlds, and as such you maintain the mind, senses, body and air within them. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Hare Krishna. Now this is whose heart it is. Now can you imagine now? Lord Shiva is offering such prayers. He is not another God as what people like to speak. People have so much contradictions, so much confusions. They think another God is another God is another God. He is very clear. How can there can be two gods? In fact, people in other religions make fun of India in that way. The country with million gods. Like Srila Prabhupada used to say, whole world is mad. They say there is no God. But Indians are doubly mad. They make anybody into God. What they say? Half knowledge is a dangerous thing. Just imagine, if people would have read Bhagavatam, or at least they would have read Bhagavad Gita, there would have been no confusion in society today. We go to meet so many people, sometimes people. Now we are focusing on encouraging people to be part of the college that we are making. Many people do not understand why the college is needed. Swamiji, we know Bhagavad Gita, do your duty or whatever. These people have to be educated. If the people are educated, the college has not become a dangerous thing. The funny thing, therefore Prabhupada says it's easy to preach in the West, easy. Because there is no offenses. They're not speaking something against Krishna or anything, against the Pandavas. You see that when challenge, the mind is full of so much offenses in India. Other part of the world, they don't even know who is the Pandavas, who is Krishna, nothing. Start scratch and you teach the way it is. And then so many offenses. Now, having heard Mayavada Shunile Hoye Sarvanasha, why? Because the Mayavadis are envious of the Lord. Correct? So this kind of envy for the Lord and the devotees, they have heard so much. Now you see in India today, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Mayavada Shunile Hoye Sarvanasha. True? Now you take the list of all the spiritual organizations in India. Okay? 99% Mayavadis. 99%. So isn't Sarvanash happening? And they say college is not in. Unless we have a facility, how it will happen? If we did not have this facility, having a temple, how we will have festivals? How we will have worship? Was it the way the worship was going on? We were feeling so embarrassed actually. In a small wooden box, not even enough space for the deities. Actually, it was short of space. Not even enough space for the deities. Somehow we have to do. So everything requires logistics, everything requires place. Then it happens. When they opened an engineering college, when the government of India said, you have to give us at least something, 100 or 200 acres of land. And one state gave 98% of the land. They rejected it. Really you have to beg, And then if you have to open a temple, things are not needed. Not needed. They can manage. This also needs place. Teaching such small skills, how much you have college? 100, 200 acres? 300 acres land even here NITK. What they are teaching nonsense, simply wasting time. And so much land is given. And here I want to understand the Shastra, the truth, absolute truth. For that, no place should be there. So, and we know. If you know why so much confusion? What they're speaking is also logical and contradictory that even that person, we wonder how he is convinced about it, And we say, therefore, the problem is that the Atma Jigyasa is lost in the society. Human life starts when there is Atma Jigyasa. And Atma Jigyasa is killed because of too much sense enjoyment. You know, it's like a small child is there, a small child is not into any sinful activity, you know? It's simple. And he has so much Atma Jigyasa. So many questions he has. Why this is like that? Why this is like that? Why this is like that? And it is so happy to hear all that. And parents take pleasure in telling all those questions, correct? And then as they grow up, because they get involved in, now what is the reason? Why is it that the questioning goes away? Can anybody tell me why this questioning goes away? Nobody answers the question, they get frustrated. Why is it there's no questioning? Yes, anybody? Why does it happen now? We were small children, we were asking people get fed up, so many questions they ask in a day. You tell me this, you tell me this, you tell me this, you tell me this. Why is it that the questioning stops at a particular time? Anybody? Any guess? Too much sense gratification. Huh? Consciousness becomes like an animal, just trapped by the senses.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, sometimes parents say just do it, like they don't know why they're doing what they're doing. And they just shut their mouth, children, if they ask some question. So gradually they stop asking.
I think so. I think the reality, the parents are unable to answer the question and they get fed up. That is also one reason. They say nobody has answers. I think they feel that people don't have answers. They stop asking. When they ask small questions, why this is so, people answer, yeah, say cat, a dog and all. When they ask how this creation came, hey, shut up. They get frustrated, they're getting angry. But any reasonable person knows that people don't have answers. So they get fed up and they think, and they go to this nonsense modern science, they have no answers only. Nothing. They just start somewhere in the middle and they give you some product, but if you ask deeply, even in the universities, they will not allow you. Please don't waste our time. They get frustrated in one sense. Whatever, too much sense gratification or because human life, there's some questioning will be there little. But they get another angle, they get fed up because nobody can answer the question. They forget there are no answers. But actually as a child, he had faith. He asked questions, he gets answers. He asks questions, he gets answers. Prabhupada says this questioning answer is going in other species also. You see the morning time, the birds quack, quack, quack. What is going on? Question, answers, question, answer. Where is food? Where is food? Quack, quack, quack. Their food is there. And they are jumping around. You see one bird comes someplace, fruits are there, goes back, and then 1,000 birds will come. Similar, there ants. The question is going on, Prabhupada says. But here, such beautiful question answer is going on. Prachetas are hearing Lord Shiva and hearing about the Lord, but people are not given access. Actually, the society has questions and answers. Many people said that their question got answered. Therefore, they came to Krishna consciousness. True? Everybody, you ask around the world, ISKCON is preaching beyond the religions, so-called religions of the world. Because we are not technically, we are a spiritual movement, not this sectarian movement. We are preaching around the world. Okay. And many people say, I got the answers. I was reading that, so sweet. One petrol pump, one person was, selling petrol. And the devotees, when buying petrol, they said, instead of cash, can you pay a book? So he said, okay, give me the book. He took the book. And he went home. And later, it says, whole family started reading. And the man was saying, here I got all the answers now. Imagine, he is in another religion. In another religion, another sect, another community, another race. But he got answers. Here I got answers. And they become great devotees. In fact, when the vigorous preaching was going on in America at a particular time, and when the Rath Yatras used to happen, they used to find lot of people coming whom they don't know. The temple doesn't know in the city there are people who are chanting, they don't know, they all come Rath Yatra, they all come. So many devotees. It's so wonderful actually this is. But Prabhupada is so wonderfully, the Prabhupada books carry the message. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada books are called like a time bomb. Bomb ki tarah. Pada ek din phatega. That's why they said. But then if we can online or whatever physical, we meet them when you're teaching them. That's what we did. We make the easy to bomb ko phatne mein thoda madad kar sakte hain. Bomb to phatega ek din. है ना? So this whole thing will be so clear. है ना? So now coming to what Lord Shiva is speaking, he's saying Lord is the maintainer. How beautiful it is. है ना? You look at the world looks so beautiful. The Lord is in total control. He creates it and is maintaining it. You get so much, first thing you get so much love. We see the love, just like we see the child feels so much love to the mother. Mother is all the time taking care of him. Similarly, when we understand the Lord is control and is supplying so many necessities, we feel so much love for the Lord. And that is actually, and without asking, is continuously supplying all the necessities. I think you know the famous joke that some people said, what kind of religion is this? You have to pray to the Lord for food? What kind of religions? People go to the temple, church or different places to pray for food. God give me my daily bread. But parents don't ask. You don't have to bow down to the parents every day. Please thoda khana khila dena aaj bhi, hai na? Ye kaisa Bhagwan hai? But actually there is no need to bow down to the Lord for basic necessities. That is supplying to animals also without their asking. है ना? जानवरों को भी खाना मिल रहा है बिना पूछे, उसके लिए भगवान को प्रार्थना करने की जरूरत नहीं है. We only say when praying to the Lord, it is only out of gratitude and love. है ना? We want to be. So therefore Prabhupada is saying in the purport that something very interesting came to the last. Did you all notice? Very interesting line. Therefore, you have to keep reading Prabhupada books. See, very interesting line. Notice here what it says. You see there. Even though one may desire to engage in service of the Lord, without sanction one cannot do so. Can you see that? Even though one may desire to engage in service of the Lord, without sanction one cannot do so. You will not get that privilege. So therefore, you should always be somebody got service to the Lord, like the pujari here now doing aarti. Which you find is very fortunate actually. Not that desire, correct? Many people desire, but the situations don't allow. Then two things one thing can do. One thing we can keep desiring. Just like you want to play with Krishna as the Gopas, Krishna's sanction is needed, no? Just by your desire, it will not happen. Now it comes to the famous example of Mother Yashoda. When Mother Yashoda was trying to tie Krishna, it was shot by 2 fingers. What are 2 fingers signify? First fingers, our effort and desire. Okay? Desire or effort will le lo usme. A second finger is
Mercy of the Lord.
sanction. So you say, I also want to cook for the Lord. First thing, the desire should be there. For Radha Govinda, which have been so merciful, actually all of you are in Krishna consciousness by mercy of Radha Govinda. So I want to reciprocate. I want to come and cook for the Lord. You need 2 things. First thing, you need to desire. And second thing, you need sanction. Okay? Always when you have like that, and always a humble mode, when with the Lord, you will give me chance to, I want to serve something public. When you will give me a chance, this humble attitude should be there. Sometimes, unfortunately, when I do not get that opportunity because of some reason, what I start doing, I may start offending who has that opportunity. क्या है? वो भी बेवकूफ़ी है, कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है ना? So that is not correct. That should not happen. We should not be, suppose, we should not be negative towards the target, correct? We should not be negative. So suppose somebody says 16 rounds we chant the day first. We didn't start from the day 1, correct? But you are not resentful. कोई बोलता है 16 वाला करो, अभी पहले दिन तो नहीं होता ना, लेकिन आदेश तो अच्छा है ना, करेंगे, धीरे धीरे करेंगे. तो सिमिलरली हमको भी मन है भाई भगवान का आरती करेंगे, मन है दिल में, ठीक है, लेकिन अभी नहीं मिल रहा अवसर, लेकिन उसके लिए हम दुखी नहीं है, मिलेगा एक दिन, मिलेगा अवसर मिलेगा. चाहते हैं. सो इन द हार्ट द डिजायर शुड बी देयर, आई वांट टू सर्व द लॉर्ड. दैट शुड बी देयर इन द हार्ट. Desire should be there. If there is no desire to serve the Lord in the heart, where is the question? Those sanctions. God help those who help. Yes. Desire. So these two things go together. The desire and the sanction. The desire and the sanction. And then the word is moving. See, Krishna is not partial. Krishna is equal. Bhagavad Gita, what he said? Samoham sarva bhuteshu नामा द्वेष नमो द्वेषना प्रिया ये भजन्ति तो माम भक्त्या तेषु चाति अहम समोहम. I am equal to everybody. This is Krishna's order. I am equal to everybody. Nama dveshya sina priya. Nobody, I am not envious of anybody. Why God will be envious? They are all his children. Na priya. Nobody, I am very dear to me. Ye bhajanti tu maam bhaktya. But tu means but. Who comes forward or voluntarily. Bhakti means it is voluntary. When somebody voluntarily comes forward to serve the Lord, ye bhajanti tu maam bhaktya maita tesha chapyam. He is in my heart and I am in his heart. So beautiful. So here our desire and effort should be there. Number one, that is one thing we can take home from today, very important. Now, therefore, we can see amazing line here. Prabhupada said, therefore Lord Shiva is praying, my Lord, please sanction. And when we get an opportunity, we should be very happy. Actually, शुरू में ऐसे ही होता था. हम मंदिर जाते थे, प्रभु some services there. And I remember one beautiful devotee was there. I'll meet him when I go to Bangalore. Very beautiful, wonderful devotee. And he came with his mother to the temple and I gave him SSR, Bhagavad Gita. He was very happy. And they read the books and they came after some time. I was in the book counter. Prabhuji, do we have some service? So I said, yes, we can pack some books. And he was very happy. So happy to get some service. So actually, yes, we should be very excited, very eager to get some service and feel very fortunate. Another devotee, I remember, I said that, can you cook for the Lord? And the sort of Mataji, and she paid obeisance to the deities, and so I got this service. And 3-4 months she could cook, but after that she became pregnant and she had to be at home. But 3-4 months she cooked and we never had food like that. Daily some 4-5 sabji, so many items, so tasty, because it is being made with so much enthusiasm. The Prabhupada says, therefore this bhava, that I want to serve Krishna, is very important. This bhava is very important. Otherwise, what is this big halls, Prabhupada said, will become like big godowns, will close. You have some places we have, when you travel now, people are planning. Hey, tell your all language leaders, please start planning. And maybe we have one meeting, we fix their months also. We fix their months so they can go within the details. And when you come to August, only for the people come for temple inauguration, for those people, they will be entitled to every month one. Solar planning, so many places, wonderful. I have given away wherever they could do. So, anyway, so bhava, it will become big godowns. When you travel, you will see in Tamil Nadu, hundreds of temples are there. But when you go to the temple, some of the temples are not maintained. I remember one temple, we had a massive Harinam last time we went. But before the Harinam, we had to clean the place by the birds. What do you call birdlings? What do you call it? Birds that throw. All full. You have to clean it. Nobody to clean. Now just imagine what is the condition. Now what is the bhava of service to the Lord when the Lord temple is not clean? And I think that's the first thing you notice when they come to ISKCON. The place is very clean. First thing they notice. And you see the deities decorated, second they are shocked. No places they decorate deities like that. Just one tie, one cloth like that. Oh wow, it's so pleasing. And then they take prasad. Oh, so nice prasad. Correct? And they kirtan, so beautiful kirtan. So all angles we say that this is so wonderful. So, therefore, that bhava, that is what is needed. And Srila Prabhupada was in America. He purchased so many churches and made into temples. So at that time, some people asked him, why it is that the church was empty? Correct? It is their own religion, but nobody is going. But as ISKCON has taken, it is full of devotees and the chanting and dancing. Prabhupada said it's a bhava. That's what when people come to the temple, that's what we have to do. That's a target for us. Temple should be like a honeycomb. Honeycomb is full of honey. And people come to, bees come for their honey. If temple will make dustbin, then who will come? Flies will come. Honeycomb mein kya aata hai? Honeys aati hai. It should be full of nectar. People come to drink the nectar who are eager for Krishna consciousness. Always there are some people who are eager for Krishna consciousness. They'll come, they'll sit down, they're drinking the nectar. But if you make it dustbin, then what will come? Flies will come. Keede makode aayenge. So that should be your target. Make it a beautiful honeycomb. Personally relish the service to the Lord. That is what the devotees in their heart are relishing, the nectar of service to the Lord. And from that nectar, one drop they throw on the heart of somebody who is eager for spiritual life. And spiritual life starts. That's what he says. Again and again, that's what we are reading. The great acharyas, their heart is full of nectar of the service to the Lord. Prabhupada says, these purports are my transcendental ecstasies. Is loaded and is showering that nectar. One drop falls in our heart, but millions of life we can do devotion service with me. That's not literally a small experience of joy of devotion service, but days and months we can keep going on. Okay? For the Lord to shower that, or Radharani to shower that pleasure of service to Krishna, we should be sincere. Correct? And then automatically when that is showered, we become happy, healthy in spiritual life, with full of energy, enthusiasm, correct? And momentum, and more people like to come and join us as Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna, thank you everybody. Anybody wants to add something? Somebody remembers?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I would like to share one thing. Since 2 months, I am doing Rajbhoga Seva, Prabhuji, in the temple. And as you said, devotees are liking what I am doing, Prabhuji.
Which temple you are doing?
ICC, Bangalore, Prabhuji, ISKCON Cultural Center.
Very good. Give my regards. Now, Narari Prabhu is my close friend, the president.
Pure Prabhuji.
Yeah, so
Pure Prabhuji.
I think in America now, when he comes back, give my regards to him.
Yes,
Okay?
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Anybody has anything to add? Is it clear? So to
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
yeah.
Prabhuji, I have a question. Today we were discussing about Lord Shiva. For us in ISKCON, yes, we are very much like we accept the scriptures and the words of Srila Prabhupada, and we understand that the Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like one of my friend was giving an argument. You were all reading Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why you say Krishna is the Supreme. But if you read Shiva Purana, Shiva is the Supreme. So for that, I gave the answer that Srimad Bhagavatam was written in the mature state of Vyasadeva, but she was not convinced. So what else can I put forward to prove that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? And Bhagavatam is the scripture to be is the perfect scripture than all the other Vedic scriptures and other Puranas. What her argument is, if you read Devi Purana, then Devi is the Supreme and that Purana will be put. And like that, Shiva Purana, Shiva is the Supreme. You are reading Bhagavatam and you are reading Krishna. That is the...
Okay, tell me, now so many wonderful teachers there, how are you going to answer it? Let me see.
आराधनानां सर्वेषां विष्णुराराधनं परं
तस्मात् परतरं देवी तदीयानां समर्चनम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Yeah, you show this. This is from Lord Shiva. Aradhana sarvesham. When Parvati once asked, भाई हम सब तो पूजा आपकी पूजा करते हैं, आपकी हम पूरे दिन क्या जप करते रहते हो, राम 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 राम. So it says, Radhanam api sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param. This is a statement from Lord Shiva only. Can anybody give some logical answer? Because people don't accept Shastra, they simply say Shastra. Logical. भस्मासुर का लीला बताओ भाई, वो जब शिव जी प्रॉब्लम में भागे थे तो विष्णु ने ही बचाया था उनको. ठीक है, और एनी अदर आर्ग्यूमेंट?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
पानी वाला एग्जाम्पल, वो तीन लात मार के आए. हाँ, और
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, we can talk about the Goloka chart where we can show that the Goloka Vrindavan is on top.
का चार्ट रख दो और उसको लेके आओ, दिखाओ.
Devi Dham के अंदर में Shiva and Parvati are the topmost, but then Goloka Vrindavan is on the top spiritual world. Prabhuji, we can show the Goloka chart and say that in this material world, Shiva is the father, and actually from the when Vishnu was glancing at the material world to create impregnate, that glance turned to Shiva. So we can say that Shiva is the father in this material world, but Krishna is for the whole, all universes together. He is the topmost.
Shirada Devikara Vishesha Yoga. Yes, and who knows the shloka?
Kshiram,
Bolo bhai.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Kshiram yatha dadi vikara vishesha yogat sanjayate nahi tata pratagasti heto yashambhutamapi tata samupaiti karyat govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Hare Krishna.
Abhisheka ceremony, we are all in the altar, we search for somebody who knows Brahma Samhita. Please be there well before time, we'll give you the mic. Very nice. Chanting is also very good. Your Kantastha made it, Brahma Samhita. Very nice. Okay? Shiram yatadati vikara, just like milk turned into curd. So we have so many shlokas, we can give the whole Mataji canto only, Rudra Gita, you will understand. See, there is no contradiction in the Shastras, but then what happens at different levels? See, one thing is there, we cannot convince everybody. So don't be think they have to convince. Somebody, people who are submissive. See, I personally never get into any argument. I become silent. We should tell something what the person can digest. When the person cannot digest, I don't tell. So I never had argument in my life. Never become silent. There is something called become silent. In fact, this book talks about it. Which book? Light of Bhagavatam. It says sometimes the rivers, the waterfall becomes silent, sometimes they move, correct? So the sages sometimes become silent, the audience is not submissive. So you should always ask have no end. Tarka apratishtaha. The person is submissive, you have enough, correct? So even Bhagavad Gita is at different levels. Bhagavad Gita, the third chapter, it talks about worship of the devatas, and Krishna started then after that denouncing the worship of the devatas. He said, no, alpamedasa, those are buddhus, they do. The third chapter he told you do. Isn't it contradictory? No, he's not contradictory. Lifting Gita at different levels. One by one chapter are going higher and higher. So similarly, at a certain level, when people the Devata worship is there, okay? At an advanced level, it is not recommended. So worship of Lord Shiva is Vedic. It's Vedic. It is given in the Vedas. As somebody is doing that worship, we are not necessarily correct to stop it. No, we should not. Okay? Don't try to stop. Let them do. It's very nice. Very nice. You're doing Lord Shiva. It's a wonderful person. So the person doesn't feel challenged. So he's happy. Lord Shiva is very great. The person is very happy. Very nice. Very nice.
Vaishnava Nama Yatha Shambhu. He's a great Vaishnava.
Vaishnava Nama Yatha Shambhu. That is a big shloka. Anybody knows the full shloka? It's not Vaishnava Yatha Shambhu, we quote only that line. It is, Nimna? Very nice. Nimna Gayana, matlab rivers. Among rivers, Ganga is the greatest. And then Devanam Achyuta. Among the Devatas, Krishna is the greatest. And then you have Vaishnavanam Yathasam. Among Vaishnavas, Shiva is the greatest. And then this is the Shastra. Look at this shloka. This is actually from the kahan se? Bhagavatam se? Anyway, locate this shloka. So you see that, okay? So one thing is that we should have more reading of the Shastra. Number two, our conduct. Our conduct should be very respectable, very pleasing. When somebody, somebody challenges our thoughts because our realizations are not complete, we become little bitter, and the person stops listening. Okay? So don't feel challenged when somebody brings, because I remember the same thing happened to me when I started my spiritual life. And the first, we were very impressed with some lectures in our college. So we decided that weekly we created a club, Bhakti Vedanta Club, and we used to meet. And the first meeting, one person's name was Shiva. And he talked about Shiv Puran only. And all of us got confused. He quoted one shloka of Shiv Puran, Shiva is supreme, and all of us got confused. So at least here you're better. You didn't get confused. Your faith is Nishtha. You just think about how much fortunate you are that your faith has firmed up. So you are really, Krishna's mercy is there. And you are praying, Krishna, give me mercy that I can convey. So don't force your conclusion on somebody, because not everybody is interested. Okay? Mostly people, by good association, only change. We can give them 1,000 quotations from the Shastra, not one. We can give them thousands. You can sit and locate. You will get in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, there is a chapter that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of God. And Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami in the purport doesn't say in the shlokas establishing that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. He rather spends time on how Krishna is the supreme among all the devatas, quotations after quotation. You get in Bhagavad Gita also, open the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, you will get series of quotations of Prabhupada. You can get all the quotations and you can show from various Shastras, Krishna is the supreme, but don't think people will accept. Kali Yuga people are not based on Shastra. They are both based on experience. They went to Shiva temple, isn't it? People are not so much, not like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He is a whole life a devotee of Shankaracharya. True? And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Maya vadam asashasam prachavna baudam uchyate. When he said the shloka, Shankaracharya, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, mouth open. What? What? Who knows the full shloka? Maya vadam asashasam prachamna baudam uchyate. Yes, what are the other two lines? You have to become big. You have to know, Baba. Locate it and remember. Okay? So when he said the shloka, immediately what happens, that his mouth opened. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. What? You were shocked. Similarly, when he said the same shloka to Prakashananda Saraswati, his mouth opened. What? Prakashananda Saraswati had thousands of disciples. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, even the king was a disciple. Imagine his normal man, how much pride he will have, correct? Even a king is a shishya. Pratap Rudra was a shishya. Kya matlab, boss aadmi. Lekin he said, Maya vadam asashasam. Oh my God. And he totally changed. Now you will not find this kind of people today. They will not find this kind of people today, this quality. So you bring them for yatra, one of our yatra. A nice sankirtan is there, nice devotee association is there, pravachan is there. In that association, gradually, they will come to the lotus feet of Krishna. Along with the arguments, they need also association. Correct? I don't think people will in Kali Yuga. By argument, you lose people in Kali Yuga. Previous ages, by argument, you get people. Very nice, some devotee. In Kali Yuga, by argument, you lose people. Therefore, do we argue? Become silent. है ना? We become silent. Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. ठीक है? Make sense? We can give you a lot of shlokas. We gave already, but
Hare Krishna,
you wait.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna Prabhu.
This
Hare Krishna
Vyashravanam.
Prabhuji. I have a question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, then with pranam. Thank you.
Wait a minute. The Dandavat Pranam means Prabhuji, bye bye. 12:30, Canto 13, chapter 16th verse. Okay? This Nimna Ganam Yatha Ganga Devanam Achyuto Yatha Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu Puranam Idam Tatha. Okay? Chalo. This shloka 12, 13, 16 याद कर लो सब लोग.
Even in
At least every day try.
Sahasranama.
Most of your Mataji is full day free, 24 hours free. अपना वो किचन में लगा दो श्लोका को. जब खाना बना रहे हैं वैष्णवानाम यथा श्लोक को याद करो.
Even in Vishnu Sahasranama, it is told, no Prabhu, Ishvara Uvacha, Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame. Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanani. When Parvati Ashiva, he says this.
Okay.
Yes. No, your point is correct, but saying that many people will not listen to the pramana because Kali Yuga people, their faith in Shastra is not so high and their ego is so big, very difficult to tell from Shastra. Very humbly we can show, see, we can say, have a look at this, please consider. Don't say, Shastra says you are wrong, that's what he will hit you. You say, please consider, Shastra says this.
Hare Krishna
Okay.
Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I had like something like that about the Devi Devtas and argument. I said that we
Hare
all
Krishna.
respect and we follow. And then Prabhuji, I said one thing, like I don't know, I said these things, but it came to my mind and I just said that, okay, the end, God is the Satya truth, absolute truth. Do you agree? They said, yes, we agree. Then do you know Krishna and Ram is the same, is one and the same. Do you agree? They said, yes. Then I said, then at the end of the journey of our life, when we are taken to the graveyard, why do we say Ram Nam Satya Hai? Ram Nam Satya Hai. So that's the ultimate truth. Yes, do you agree? Yeah, it just happened and then they agreed. Some of them, they have started chanting also, Prabhuji. They have starting visiting the ISKCON and they have started believing also, Prabhuji. So.
But one person was telling, the person who died has already left the body. The Ramana was Satya, they are telling each other.
Yes. But they agree that that's the absolute truth. Why you say the truth? Because death is assured. So some way, like they were convinced, some of them they are convinced that yes, Ram and Krishna are the same. No other ways to tell them the Shastras.
Yes. You can give quotations, but they will not accept. Yeah.
They will not accept.
Okay,
So,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is talking in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see always he is quoting. So
Yes,
we are his disciples. You see, Prabhupada is talking to so many people, and he is giving, he had different kind of instances. Even he took Lakshmi Narayana worship, people said, Venkata Bhatta come Krishna worship, and he quoted from the Shastra. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was talking to the Buddhists, he does not use Shastra, he uses logic. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has talked. All around the world he has talked. So he teaches us how to preach. Okay, thank you. This is a good logic. Use this culturally maybe.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji.
Dr. Vinayak,
Pranam,
Yeah,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Dr. Vinayak, you
Yeah,
want to do
Prabhuji.
it?
Last time, yesterday class, Prabhuji, one question I have. Yesterday class, we are telling about be association in the devotees. See, we are always will be in the class morning and whole day will be in the busy in the work. How we can't go to temples every day and being with the devotees, and it's not possible. How it will work? What we can do, Prabhuji? We'll do chanting 16 rounds. Still association, how
No.
it will be?
Now it is online association, This is also association only, correct? And just because online it's not association, it is also association, okay? But true, sometimes we like to meet. So plan now, we will have yatra every month. So whenever you get an opportunity, at least once you will get an opportunity, you can join the association. Correct? Okay? Hare Krishna.
Otherwise, this is also it will work, Prabhuji.
Where, which city you are living?
In Belgium, Prabhuji.
Huh?
In Belgium.
Which is the place? Bangalore, Belgaum?
Belgaum.
Belgaum. Yeah.
We have a beautiful temple there in Belgaum. There is a devotee there who's a sannyasi. What name?
Rashmi.
Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj. He is a very good friend. Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj. When you go, you meet him and give him cards. Yes, Krishna Sevani Mataji, you wanted to add something? Any bhajan to conclude that Krishna is Supreme Lord?
Pranams. Actually, I wanted to tell about Brahma Samhita. Mataji also learned in blissful classes. We recite every Friday, Prabhuji. That's scheduled. Every Friday we read in blissful classes. Many Matajis have learned. So in case they can, locally, whoever are there in Mangalore, they should actually come and recite whenever there is Abhishekam. Like we do it in Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good, very good. So anybody wants to learn Brahma Samhita, you know, Krishna Sevani Mataji is doing this service. Now for how many? 4 years, Mataji? Anna?
Yes,
anybody can join her.
So they recite every Friday, so it will be constant revision. Rudra Gita also they have learned, Prabhu. So
Every Friday. What time, Mataji?
Actually, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I teach them, and Tuesday and Thursday they're practicing, Prabhuji. So every day, 10 o'clock, 10 to 11.
10 to 11.
Yes.
So you please contact Devika Mataji. Devika Mataji will help you join that group. Correct? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes. Chalo.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Cha kal pata.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Damn pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare